Let's see who's gonna come on. Okay.
Don't shoot! Let him burn!
Okay. Man, the litars are coming in. I better behave tonight. Oh, you getting hot? You mean little bitch? You can't be hot, buddy. Alright. Hello. How we doing today? We're gonna be starting tonight with a lovely little lot of stuff going on. But you know what, teachers? We're all gonna have a good time tonight. If any of these litards come in tonight, we're gonna ignore them tonight. We're not here to give them any attention. Just go and hit the three little dots and delete them. And block them. Because they're gonna be trolls that try and divide us. We're not doing it today.
Mike, thank you so much for coming on here. Obviously, you have been going hard in the paint on this because you have seen how this statute was weaponized by the Biden administration, and the left has absolutely no accountability here. So why don't we start from the get, and you can build off of what Harmeet said yesterday. How would you build out a case against these BLM terrorists and Don Lemon who stormed this church?
Well, I would use the Biden Justice Department playbook to build this case. Remember, under the Biden Justice Department with Attorney General Merrick Garland and Associate Attorney General Vanita Gupta and Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights Kristen Clark, 3 radicals, Lisa Monaco, the Deputy Attorney General, 4 radicals. They politicized and weaponized the Justice Department to go after their political enemies and to protect their allies. And there's not a more glaring example than the FACE Act, when they went after elderly Christians praying in abortion clinics. They went after priests. They went after Bevelyn Williams, a black young mother of young kids, under the FACE Act, while they gave
see you later. Come back.
to people who attacked places of worship, Christian churches and synagogues. They certainly wouldn't have given amnesty if someone attacked a mosque, but they definitely gave amnesty to people who desecrated Catholic churches, Christian places of worship, like trans terrorists who went in there and destroyed churches. Well, we have a new sheriff in town with Attorney General Pam Bondi and her all-star team, including Harmeet Dillon. These are 2 bold and fearless warriors for the Constitution, and I talk to both of these women regularly, and they're not going to put up with this. There's not even close will they put up with this. You're going to see indictments coming out of the Justice Department under 18 U.S.C. 248, which is a FACE Act violation, and 18 U.S.C. Section 241, conspiracy against rights. And that's exactly what the Biden Justice Department did to Christians praying at abortion clinics. There's no question. There is no question what Don Lemon and his co-conspirators did violated the FACE Act, and there's no question that it violated conspiracy against rights. We are now in a country where these Democrat governors, these Democrat mayors are fighting the federal governments. They're fighting federal law enforcement on immigration. That is insurrection, right? That is seditious conspiracy, textbook insurrection, textbook seditious conspiracy. We now have Confederate governors in America, like Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. We have a Confederate mayor with Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry, and now we have their Klan foot soldiers like Don Lemon, who is rounding up agitators to go harass intimidate, threaten, disrupt Christians during the middle of their Sunday church services. This is a red line. And I would say to Don Lemon, you're not a journalist. You are an agitator. Your own videos you posted show that you're an agitator because you're so stupid that you would actually post the most incriminating videos possible. You're so stupid that you can't keep your mouth shut because you're this DEI reporter who the only reason you're there is because you're a DEI reporter. If you were a white man, you would be homeless. You might be homeless after you go to prison, but now you think that you're sanctimonious and you're righteous and you're going to go disrupt Christian services. Even if you are a reporter, Don Lemon, you would still go to prison for this because you do not have a license to break the law. You do not have a license to violate the FACE Act. You do not have a right to conspire with your other Klan members and go shut down Christian church services. That's going to put you in prison, buddy. And Harmeet Dillon and Pam Bondi, they're not going to have any sympathy for your argument that you're a gay black man or whatever the hell you said. Who cares? You're going to be a prize in prison.
Here's how often you should take oil of oregano. And if you don't believe me, I'm a pancreatic cancer researcher, so biology is my thing. Oregano.
So this is a remarkable clip from yesterday where Harmeet Dillon said, we're going to use enhancements here like the Biden administration did, using this Klan Act that says you're not allowed to conspire to steal the rights of your fellow Americans. Can you talk us through that, Mike? A lot of people were laughing this off. Don Lemon laughed this off on his little podcast with that psychotic SSRI wine mom. Who really does, and I heard this, I can't get it out of my head. She looks like she's an alien in a ill-fitting skin suit, and like
you
a bad
have
exoskeleton,
no clue,
but not like the
kiddo.
Terminator type.
Shut
But
the fuck
anyway,
up and pay attention, okay?
totally aside, and that's totally
I'll pay that
bitchy.
shit.
No.
What I'm saying is,
isn't that's Jennifer Welch, right? Isn't that?
Yes, that's correct.
Isn't that a trans woman? You have a trans woman, and then you have. And then you have that's a.
I don't know anything. I don't want to ever know anything about this lady. I don't know why I have to talk about this lady so much, but she's such an unhinged sociopath that, and I saw this clip and I'm like, of course this is where Don Lemon goes in order to give his sob story. And Don goes there, Mike. Don goes there and goes, I went to the church because they're right into the trap that Harmeet Dillon was talking about on my show just an hour earlier. And she said, well, we're going to explore whether there's a racial component here. Like, were they trying to attack white people? And here goes Don Lemon, just as dumb, as stupid as you could be, walks right on Jennifer Welch's show and says, yes, I went there to attack white people. So can you please unpack that for me? Sorry for the long answer, a long question. Can you unpack that for me, Mike? Like, how would the KKK Act work here? How would you make this a racial hate crime? I mean, could that possibly happen?
So when Don Lemon went on Dylan Mulvaney's grandfather's show with Jennifer Welch there, then you're not taking my bait on this, which is hilarious. But what's so crazy is Don Lemon is so stupid.
Yes.
He's going on these shows and he's saying out loud his criminal intent when he's doing these things. So he is building a slam dunk case against himself for a FACE Act violation, for a conspiracy against rights. And not only is this criminal conspiracy against rights targeting Christians, he's also targeting white people. So you can actually charge him twice under 18 U.S.C. Section 241, one for conspiring to violate the civil rights of Christians, and then another charge for conspiring to violate the civil rights for white people. This guy is trouble. And Don Lemon thinks that he's going to go play the race card and the gay card and whatever other card he has to get out of this. It's not going to fly with Pam Bondi or Harmeet Dillon. They're not pushovers. This is not the Trump This is not Trump 1 Justice Department. These are actually bold and fearless warriors who are running the Justice Department this time.
Yes, we've been talking with them. And is that ever true? All of the black pillars and all of the doomers are like, well, nothing ever happens. Trust me, something's going to happen. Like, you have that directly from me. You can hold me accountable, but I'm telling you, we've been having a lot of offline conversations. Like, things are going, they're not going to just roll over on this.